Everybody for coming out. How you doing? My name is Charlie Gurke. This is the Laney College Jazz Orchestra. We're so glad to be performing in front of an audience. When we started this semester, we were just glad to be in the same room making music together, and weren't really sure if we were going to be able to do this, to present live music for our friends and family. So we're really glad that y'all came out and could be here with us. And we've got a great program of music for you. I'll tell you all about it as we go. There are programs on a stand by the door. If you didn't grab one, feel free. But I'll also be talking us through the program as we go. We're going to start with a composition by trumpet player Lee Morgan. This is the Sidewinder. And so now, once again, that was Lee Morgan's The Sidewinder, and we heard from Trevor Acebo on the alto saxophone, Ivan Howard on the trumpet, a little bit of Nick Setnick on the drums. And now that we've gotten that out of our way, we can continue with the rest of the program, which is all devoted to the music of Ellington and Ellingtonia. The Sidewinder is a little bit of an outlier, written kind of in the 60s, part of the sort of like blue note post-bop or hard bop kind of era. But the rest of the program, as we'll see, is all from the world of Ellington and Ellingtonia. We're going to start with one of Duke Ellington's most well-known compositions, It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing. It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing. Sean Usdom on the baritone saxophone, David Polajewski on the trumpet, Terry Kaczynski on the alto saxophone. We're going to move along with another well-known Ellington composition, well-known in the world of jazz anyway. This is Mood Indigo, written by Duke Ellington and, as you notice on the program, Albany Bigard, better known as Barney Bigard or Bigard, was a clarinet player in Ellington's early bands. And the co-composition credit reflects something that Ellington would do throughout his career, which is take riffs that he heard from people in his band and create compositions around them, sometimes with or without their knowledge. And I think this piece in particular, Barney Bigard got credit later after he kind of goaded Ellington into admitting that he had stolen this lick from him and created a composition out of it. But in any case, it's a wonderful piece of music. It's called Mood Indigo. All right. Mood Indigo. That featured the trumpet of, I'm afraid I'm not going to get this right, Marek Shizeki? Pretty close? Okay, cool. Right there on the trumpet. Thanks. All right, we're going to continue with C-Jam Blues, yet another well-known Ellington composition. Two notes. This composition has endured for many, many decades, and it's just written with two notes. 2 notes, 12 bars, C-Jam Blues. We're going to hear from a number of folks in the band on this one.
Sean on the baritone sax, Terry on the alto sax, David on the trumpet, Susan Pounding on piano. And you might have been thinking, that was more than 2 notes, right? The melody's just 2 notes. But the rest, all the other notes, we get from all the great solos, all the improvised solos that we've got, and of course the arranger. So if you look at the program, each of these pieces has an arranger listed. You'll also might notice that most of these arrangers are not the composers. So we've got a number of different arrangers who have arranged these pieces. There are, of course, Ellington arrangements of Ellington compositions. But what can be tricky about those is that the Ellington band was built around really unique musical personalities. So, he might hire a trumpet player that had like incredible range that nobody else had, high range, or other, brass players that could do amazing things with mutes. And it can be difficult to find other musicians that can achieve those kinds of sounds. And so playing the original Ellington arrangements can be really difficult. But this next arrangement, you'll notice, has no arranger listed. Isfahan by Billy Strayhorn, and arranged by Billy Strayhorn. So it's a real pleasure for us to be able to play the original arrangement by the composer and arranger. Billy Strayhorn was an incredible composer and musician and arranger, and really responsible for a big part of the Ellington band's sound from the 40s onward. And I'll say some more about him later, but we're going to play one of his many beautiful ballad compositions that he set for the alto saxophonist Johnny Hodges, speaking of unique musical personalities. And this is called Isfahan, and it's going to feature Trevor Essego on the alto saxophone. Trevor Sable, Billy Strayhorn's Isfahan. So as I mentioned before, Billy Strayhorn was a big part of the Ellington sound. He wrote many compositions and arrangements for the band, and from the 40s onward was more or less part of the Ellington organization. And it's a really interesting story. You know, there's a lot of stuff in the media right now about John Lennon and Paul McCartney, a certain, songwriting compositional pair. But if you want, some real interest in drama and a much longer lasting and prolific partnership, nothing against the Beatles or anything, but the Ellington-Strayhorn relationship is very, very interesting, both interpersonally and especially artistically. There's some great books, biographies of both men that are fun reads and great to read with a playlist next to you, because the amount and quality of music that came out of both of them, individually and together, is really amazing. Strayhorn wrote this next piece, which is the last piece in our program. That's probably the song most associated with the Duke Ellington Orchestra. It became their theme song once Strayhorn joined the band. He wrote it based on the directions that Ellington gave him to how to get to Ellington's house in Harlem, in New York City. Hence, take the A train is the first part of the direction. This is going to feature again Trevor Sable on the alto sax and Susan Pounding on the piano. And just like to say thanks so much, everybody, for coming out. This has been a real treat for us to play for you after so much time of not playing for anybody. Also, thanks to Alejandro Acosta back there running the sound and everything else here in the theater. Yeah. And Joe Sullivan, who's here taking video for us, who's doing a great job of often here documenting what we do here at Laney. Just put in a little plug here. If anybody, I know some of you are already signed up for classes next semester, but if any of you are interested or know anybody who might be interested in playing in this ensemble or taking any other music classes here at Laney, please send them our way. You can take one class, you can take many classes, you don't have to be a full-time student. You can already have a degree, you can have no degree at all, it doesn't really matter. It's a lot of fun. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to see me at the end of the program, which will be coming up shortly. Once again, this is Billy Strayhorn's Take the A Train. Thanks everybody on behalf of the Laney College Jazz Orchestra. Thank you so much once again. And we hope to see you next time in the spring semester.